Good morning students, how are you all? In our today's English class, we will be doing English grammar, lesson 7 adjectives, kinds of adjectives. Now if I talk about adjectives, what are adjectives? Adjectives you must have studied earlier also in your previous class that describing words are called adjectives. Now what do you mean by describing words? Describing words means that they describe a noun or a pronoun. That means it tells us what kind, what type, what quality, how much quantity. Okay, those words are called your adjective. They mostly describes a noun or pronoun. Now, if I talk about your adjectives, there are different types of adjectives. In your syllabus, you have adjective of quality, adjective of quantity, adjective of number, demonstrative adjective, possessive adjectives, and interrogative adjectives. Now, let's talk about adjective of quality. Adjectives of quality, they are also known as descriptive adjectives. Why? Because they describe, they give a description of the noun or a pronoun, what type of thing it is. Suppose if I say I have a fast car. Now the word fast is describing the car, what type of a car it is. Suppose if I say I ate delicious food today. Now the word delicious is describing the food, what type of food you ate. Now if I say Robin is a hard-working boy. Now hard-working is describing what type of a boy is Robin. Okay, now that is why these words are known as your adjectives of quality. Now comes is the second one, that is quantity. Now quantity means how much. This tells us ki how much of a thing it is. Suppose if I say I ate some rice, there is little water in the jug, there is some milk, there is enough money. Now these words enough, little, some are telling us about the quantity कि कितनी चीज है आपके पास, how much of a thing you have. It is not denoting a number, okay? It is just denoting that you have little or much of thing. It is uncountable, okay? Which you cannot count. It does not give the exact number. It gives an approximate how much. Okay, suppose as I already gave you the examples. Now let's talk about adjective of number. Adjective of number means it is telling the number how much. Suppose if I say there are 30 students in my class. He came first. He came last. He stands fifth. Now these are telling the number. So it is adjective of number. Now they tell us the exact position. Okay, that is why they are called numbers. Now let's talk about your demonstrative adjectives. Now demonstrative adjectives are the pointing out adjectives. Suppose if I say that building. Now the word that is pointing out towards the building. So it is a demonstrative adjective. Now those mangoes are sweet. The word those are pointing out towards the mangoes. It is demonstrative adjectives. Now do not get confused with demonstrative adjectives and demonstrative pronouns. In the previous chapter also I told you, demonstrative pronouns are not written with noun, but demonstrative adjectives are written with noun. Those mangoes are sweet. Those are sweet mangoes. So understood the difference? Now next come to the next one, the possessive adjective. Possessive adjective means those adjectives which show possession. Possession means belonging. My car, his bicycle, his cat, my books, her pen. So they show whose thing thing it is. So they are known as possessive adjectives. Now the last one, that is your interrogative adjectives. Now same way like your demonstrative adjective, there are interrogative adjectives also. Do not get confused with interrogative pronouns and interrogative adjectives. Interrogative adjectives ask question: which car is yours? Which phone do you see? Whose car is this? So the interrogative word is written with a noun, and in pronoun it is not written along with noun or pronoun. So do not get confused with interrogative adjectives and interrogative pronoun with demonstrative adjectives and demonstrative pronouns. Now I hope you must have understood all the kinds of adjectives. Now let's continue the second chapter, that is chapter 8, degrees of adjectives, which is in continuation with the 7th chapter. Now degrees of adjective means when you are comparing anything. Okay, suppose if you said Ram is a good boy, okay, he is a good boy. Now the word good can be used in 3 forms. Okay, this box is heavy. Now if you are talking about one single box, you will say this box is heavy. Now if you are comparing one box with the other box, you will say this box is heavier than that. If you are talking about many boxes, so you will say this box is the heaviest. So that is what is your degrees of adjectives. There are 3 degrees of adjectives: positive, comparative and superlative. When we are talking about one thing, then we are using the positive form, that is heavy, big, light, dark, good, beautiful. If we are comparing 2 things, this box is heavier than that girl is more beautiful than her, that time we are using the comparative form. But if we are comparing more than 3, then more than 2, then we use the superlative form, superlative degree. That is, we will say this is the heaviest box, this girl is the most beautiful girl. So that comes as the superlative degree. Now there are various forms of adjective, there are various rules for changing the adjectives into their degrees. Now suppose if we use the word clever. Now when we want to write the comparative and superlative form, we will write ER or EST. Same way in another word thick, we will use ER and EST. But there are also words which change totally when we are writing comparative and superlative degree, that is good, better, best. Now sometimes we also write more and most, like beautiful, more beautiful, most beautiful, intelligent, more intelligent, most intelligent. But there are also words which we have to double the last consonant, that is big. We double it, bigger, biggest, B-I-double-G-E-R, B-I-double-G-E-S-T. Now these are given in your books. You can consult your books, page number 41 and 42. There are different types of degrees given, adjectives are given along with their degrees. You have to learn these degrees. And I am also sending you the answers of both the chapters.